I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire, adapted from Yomu Mishima's light novel and animated by Quad, has carved a niche in the spring 2025 anime season with its irreverent take on isekai tropes, streaming on Crunchyroll and Prime Video. The series follows Liam Sarah Banfield, a man reincarnated into a sci-fi empire with ambitions to become a tyrannical overlord, only for his evil schemes to backfire into heroism. Episode 5, Pirate Hunting, aired on May 3, 2025, and centers on Liam's campaign against space pirates threatening his domain. I'm amused by the episode's chaotic energy and satirical bite, but its lackluster visuals and predictable gags raise questions about its ability to sustain its premise that demand closer scrutiny. Following Episode 4's focus on Liam's first mobile night battle and Yasushi's fraudulent swordsmanship mentorship, Episode 5 shifts to Liam's governance of the Alcea system. When pirates raid his mining operations, Liam, aboard his upgraded mobile knight Avid, leads a fleet to crush them, intending to cement his villainous reputation. Guided by his AI-made Amagi and advisor Brian, he uncovers a noble-backed pirate conspiracy. His ruthless efficiency wins loyalty from Neos, a shipwright, and inadvertently boosts his domain's prosperity, frustrating his evil aspirations. The episode transitions from training to interstellar conflict, teasing a looming noble rivalry. Episode 5 advances Liam's arc by showcasing his governance and combat prowess, a step toward his goal of dominating the Empire, though his evil actions, executing pirates, ironically strengthen his heroic image, as noted in online fan discussions. The revelation of noble-backed pirates is a minor turning point, hinting at political intrigue, raising questions about rival factions while resolving the immediate pirate threat. The episode fulfills its role by expanding Liam's influence and setting up future conflicts, aligning with the series' early empire-building phase. However, the pacing feels rushed, with the pirate battle and conspiracy reveal crammed into a frenetic runtime, a flaw some fans critiqued as overstuffed. I think the noble conspiracy adds intrigue, but I didn't like how the battle's resolution felt abrupt, undercutting its stakes. Liam, Amagi, Brian, and Neos are central. Liam's determination to be evil, seen in his cold pirates deserve no mercy, clashes with his knack for justice, revealing an internal conflict between his past life's betrayal and current ambitions, consistent with his cynical persona, as fans on X praised for its layered humor. Amagi's loyalty, with her calm "your orders are absolute," deepens her role as Liam's moral tether, though her static devotion limits growth, a point some reviews noted. Brian's fretting, "Lord Liam, please don't overdo it," adds warmth, humanizing his advisor role, while Neos's shift from skepticism to admiration, sparked by Liam's fleet investment, introduces her ambition, a fresh facet praised online. I really appreciate Liam's conflicted villainy, but I wish Amagi had more agency, as her passivity feels repetitive. The episode explores power, unintended consequences, and the blurred line between hero and villain. Liam's pirate purge, meant to be tyrannical, fosters prosperity, critiquing the paradox of power where intent and outcome diverge, a theme fans online tied to the series' accidental hero gag. Unintended consequences shine as Liam's cruelty wins allies, like Neos's "You're a visionary," reflecting the Empire's warped values. The hero-villain blur is central, with Liam's actions mirroring galactic politics' moral ambiguity, as seen in the Noble Conspiracy. These themes are conveyed through Liam's miscalculations and Neos's shift, though the comedic tone softens their depth, a critique echoed online. I'm entertained by the paradox theme, but I personally don't understand why the episode didn't lean harder into the conspiracy to ground the satire. The episode enriches the Empire's lore by depicting the Alcea system's mining economy and noble rivalries, with the pirate conspiracy suggesting a decentralized, corrupt aristocracy, as speculated in fan forums. Neos's role as a shipwright introduces the Empire's technological hierarchy, with mobile knights and fleets as power symbols, complementing earlier AI and mech lore. The guide's brief appearance, gloating over Liam's suffering, reinforces its manipulative role in his reincarnation, a detail fans found creepy. However, I didn't like how the conspiracy's mechanics were glossed over, leaving noble motives vague. The world feels expansive, but clearer rules would anchor the stakes. The dialogue is snappy but uneven, with Liam's "I'll crush them all" capturing his bravado, while Neos's "Your fleet's a masterpiece" feels forced, as some reviews noted for its fangirl vibe. Amagi's measured "We must protect the domain" grounds the chaos, but Brian's repetitive fussing, "Oh, the stress," verges on cliché. The writing excels in comedic misunderstandings, like Liam's dismay at being cheered, but falters in the conspiracy's rushed reveal, lacking build-up, a flaw fans called sloppy. I think the banter fuels the humor, but I didn't like the expository dialogue, which hampers narrative flow. Quad's animation is lackluster, with the pirate battle, avid stiff slashes and generic explosions, lacking fluidity, a step down from Episode 4's night training. entertaining, as fans on X critiqued for its budget look. Pirate hunting evokes amusement, mild frustration, and curiosity. Liam's dismay at being hailed a hero, "Why do they love me?" is hilarious, a moment fans called peak comedy, while the noble conspiracy sparks intrigue. The guide's taunting cameo adds unease, though the battle's lackluster visuals temper excitement, a sentiment reviews shared. The episode prompts reflection on the irony of good intentions in corrupt systems, aligning with the series' satirical ethos. It leaves a fleeting impression, overshadowed by technical flaws. I also anticipate the noble rivalry will deepen Liam's struggles. The humor lands, but the action's flatness limits resonance. The episode's core philosophical lesson is the futility of controlling one's legacy in a morally ambiguous world. Liam's quest to be evil, thwarted by unintended heroism, suggests that outcomes often defy intent, shaped by others' perceptions and systemic forces. This lesson, embodied in Liam's pirate purge and the Empire's response, critiques the illusion of absolute power, inviting viewers to question how much control one truly has over their impact in a complex society. A poignant reflection for navigating personal and societal expectations. Episode 5 of I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire is a witty, flawed chapter that shines through Liam's ironic heroism, Koyasu's performance, and the conspiracy tease, earning buzz on X for its fun misunderstandings. Its strengths lie in the power paradox theme, snappy banter, and Liam's conflict, bolstered by the series' growing fanbase. However, lackluster animation, rushed pacing, and weak action visuals, critiqued in reviews and posts, hinder its impact. I didn't like the bland space battles, and I think tighter writing could balance humor with intrigue. The episode achieves its goal of advancing Liam's empire and setting up rivalries, making it an enjoyable, if uneven, addition. I'm hopeful for the series, expecting noble conflicts and Yasushis lies to enrich Liam's satirical journey. For fans of comedic isekai and space operas, this is a quirky, imperfect delight.